Linda and Al Lerner, Movies and Shakers. First of all, I want to tell you that I went to the Black Panther headquarters in the summer of '69 doing the underground news in Chicago. And also, Chairman Fred, I interviewed your mother with you when you were 5 years old at your South Side apartment. And we want to know what it was when you met in Chicago, when Daniel, you met with Chairman Fred and Mother Akua in Chicago. What made you realize that this was the person to tell your story?
Brian Coogler had called, we said on FaceTime initially, but to come here to the childhood home of Chairman Fred Hampton, to sit here at the table we refer to as the Black Panther Party Club table, and my mother and my comrades and others sitting here, and the things were not just set, they were not laid out planned, but after we got so far, mind you, give you the background. There have been a number of attempts brought to us about doing a movie on Chairman Fred. Books we turned down and under contested conditions, but we didn't plan for it to get to this stage. Just even our continuous dialogue, even up to this past December the 4th, International Revolutionary Day. Without any prompting, calls, touch. We constantly in communication, so it's ongoing.
What, Daniel? What did you do to make him understand that you were the one?
I don't think it was my job to make him understand. It was that I'm the one. I'm here to meet him as a man. You know what I mean? And come to him as a man, and get to know him, get to know the party politics, get to know the philosophies, get to know where he's coming from. You know what I mean? It's not. I didn't enter that room with anything to prove. I just entered that room just to be me and tell the truth. And then how he receives me is how he receives me. I don't want to go, I want you to feel this. It's not a manipulating frequency that I'm moving on.
Thank you.
He wasn't acting that day.
I wasn't acting like that. He asked me the question like, why are you doing this? Why'd you do this? I
don't think he came with any script. You didn't have any script.
No script. Straight off the top.
Nice.
Deputy Chairman Fred Hampton of the Illinois Black Panther Party.
You are really the only conflicted character in this movie. Everyone else has their stand. They have their path. Can you tell us a little bit about your emotion, what you went through in preparing for that scene where you deliver the drugs and then driving away and knowing what's going to happen?
Yeah, that scene was tough. It was a hard day for everybody. The energy on set was unlike any other day. The great people who designed the set decoration created a space that zapped you right back into, obviously we had done research, so we'd seen the inside of the apartment many, many times and the place where the murder took place. And we shot that scene on the 50th anniversary of Fred Hampton's death. And it was just a really heavy energy. And I had understood very recently what it meant to lose someone close to me. Up until that point, it was just an imagination or a conception that I had. But since I lost my brother who was close to me and he was 23, to being killed by his brother, I kind of understood and had an idea about what it meant to lose someone, have someone there 1 minute and have them gone the next. So it was a heavy day. And I would try and keep myself as jovial as I could be, because it wasn't necessary for me in that scene to be weeping profusely. So I try to maintain balance in the space as LaKeith Stanfield. And then once the cameras came on, I had to be Bill O'Neill and deliver this drug. But the scene prior indicated that Bill didn't even know that he was going to have to kill Fred Hampton. So I wanted him to struggle in that scene with the idea that, here's this powerful person talking about having to go back to prison and saying 5 years is nothing. I'll do that. It's not about me, it's about the people. And here I am having to give him a glass of Kool-Aid, which I know will knock him out when they come to do what they come to do. So it was a tough night for everybody. And I think we all left the set that day a little bit different than we arrived.